Hey guys, welcome back to News with Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more. And today we're going to talk about WandaVision episode 6. Did you all get a chance to see episode 6? I just didn't have the time to do a video on it, but it was awesome. It was everything I expected it to be and more. We got some surprises, of course. Quicksilver, or aka Evan Peters, who plays Pietro Quicksilver in WandaVision from the Fox universe, he actually has his superpowers. He retained his powers, but he's still a different version. But supposedly Pietro, they even did a Pietro callback to his death back in Age of Ultron, and they showed a clip of that, just reminding the viewers, in case they've never seen the movie, that this is the Pietro that we're talking about, the Aaron Taylor Johnson one, who is now in the form of Evan Peters' Quicksilver Maximoff. So this is going to be cool. We're going to do a review on it. We're going to talk about it, and then we'll discuss after the review. But before I get into that, I want you guys to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. I post videos on a daily, and I do live streams from time to time. And lastly, join my Discord, where you can actually go ahead and chat with people who are into the same topics as you and me, like comic books, memes. Even if you want to submit a rant, we got a channel for that as well. But aside from that, the link to that is down in the description box below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get back to the topic. So WandaVision episode 6, what did you think? Quicksilver is finally back in the MCU, but he looks so different from his counterpart in the X-Men movie verse. So regardless, WandaVision had much bigger problems in this week's WandaVision Disney Plus, which premiered its 6th episode. So we want to know what you guys think about it. It's the Halloween episode. Personally, I've been looking forward to this episode. A lot of people have, because these folks on WandaVision were wearing their classic version of their costumes from the comics, but like, albeit in a very cheap way, because it's just a cheap Halloween version of their comics. But it was so cool. An episode dedicated to like the classic costumes from the comics was really cool and much deserved, and we really needed that. And Vision is also in his comic book throwback costume. So he explains, as a nod to Wanda's love for lucha libre. So Wanda also calls her outfit like a Sokovian fortune teller. Wanda was totally distressed when Vision goes off script and says that he's going to be on a neighborhood watch instead of joining their sons on trick-or-treating. And instead, Pietro volunteers to accompany Wanda with Billy and Tommy. And Pietro even gets his own comic book style costume. So everybody was sporting their own comic book style costume. It was awesome. During Halloween night, Tommy's super speed power manifests as he and Billy cause mischief. Privately, Wanda tests Pietro's memories because she isn't sure about him. Of course, she's going to be very suspicious of him because he totally looks different. And Pietro reveals that he's been aware that she's controlling the town. So Wanda claims that she doesn't know what happened and how it happened. So she only remembers feeling like the all-consuming grief. Meanwhile, Vision discovers that the people on the edge of town are frozen in place. He finds Agnes and briefly frees her from Wanda's control, but he's unnerved when she tells him that he's dead. Now, this goes against a lot of the theories that a lot of people are posting about Agnes being Agatha Harkness, because we can indeed already confirm that Wanda is in control of all these people. And I also personally had a theory where, like, if you go off further to the edge of town rather than remain in the center, it kind of works like a hurricane. The further you're away from the source being Wanda, the less of an effect the magic has on these people. You can see like these people are like totally glitching, and they're just standing there like zombies, not even moving, not even making a sound. And it seems like the magic is trying so hard to consume them and control them, but it's sort of wearing off because they're so far away from Wanda, right from the edge of town. And it kind of like works like a hurricane if you really think about it. Like the center is like the source, the eye, and it's kind of like a hurricane, you know, where the center is like the total source. But supposedly it's the weakest point, so I guess you can call it like a reversed hurricane, where like the outside is the weakest point, like closest to the edge, and the center is the strongest point. So maybe not the best analogy, but that's probably what I could have thought of at the moment. So beyond the Westview Hex, Sword director Hayward, director douchebag as we can call him, makes plans to mount another attack on Wanda. So when Monica Rambeau, Jimmy Woo, and Darcy Lewis object to this, Hayward ejects them from the site. And instead of leaving quietly, Jimmy and Monica overpower some of their escorts. Darcy helps. They learn that Hayward has found a way to monitor people inside of Westview, and specifically Hayward is tracking Vision's movement. So Monica's associate contacts her about making a second attempt to breach the hexagon. However, Darcy warns Monica against another trip through the barrier because her body is changing from the previous trips through it. So Darcy also opts to stay behind to discover what else Hayward is hiding. Shortly after, Vision pushes through the hexagon barrier and makes it outside of Westview, but he soon begins to deteriorate. He starts to revert back to his original form, where like he starts reverting to like pieces of himself, just like the way Wanda discovered him in that room when he took the corpse for herself. So we can indeed confirm, I mean, yes, we already knew that he was dead, but if he were to step outside that hexagon, he would not be safe, and he will return back to a dismantled form, and he wouldn't be alive anymore. So when Darcy calls upon Sword to help Vision, Hayward has her handcuffed to a car. And inside of Westview, Billy's powers manifest as he senses Vision's distress. So I was really excited to see that the kids, the twins, were going to get their powers to manifest in this episode. They did it relatively quickly. And also they were wearing their classic costumes as a Halloween, outfit. And it was really cool to see. And Pietro also jokes about Vision dying. Wanda strikes him with a hex. Now, one thing that did bother me is that Pietro did kind of come across as a dick, but that was kind of hinted at towards the end of episode 5 when we got that shocking reveal of Pietro showing up at the door of Wanda's house. And he was just a total dick, antagonizing Wanda. And it was just insane. And it was like a back and forth every now and then throughout the entire episode. And Wanda just gives up and just strikes him. So she also expands the barrier to envelop Vision, Darcy, and vast majority of the Sword agents. And Hayward's vehicle narrowly escapes. He just gets scraped at the back of that vehicle, and that's pretty much it. But the rest of his forces have been transformed into like total circus clowns inside the new Westview boundary. So this is not over. Clearly, Wanda's really pissed. She's just getting angrier and angrier, and she's just not having it. So she took a chance by expanding the barrier and just creating a bigger force field, and her powers are just going out of control. And this is truly a testament to show you how powerful really Wanda Scarlet Witch really is, So this was an insane episode, and I had a lot of fun watching it. Can't wait for episode 7. I don't think we've seen any episode 7 promos yet, but I'm totally looking forward to it. It's just getting more intense as it goes along. And you guys let me know. So the next episode's supposedly set in the 2000s. We're already getting close to the modern era. And you let me know down below your thoughts and comment what you think is going to happen in the next episode. And I think that Mephisto, Agatha Harkness rumor is starting to look less and less likely with every episode that airs on Disney+. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. What did you guys think about my review for WandaVision episode 6? You comment down below, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Take care, guys. Bye.